They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Gone.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Gone.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Lions 0. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. In search of redemption from the pick-6. Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You've got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Thanks to receivers, they'll spread the defense out. They're able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll get this to Lazard. Touchdown! Alan Lazard, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Packers 14, Lions 0. Mason Crosby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Goff linking up with Chubb for the Lions first down.
That's good for the Lions. Goff at the 43-yard line.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. 49-yard.
Seibert able to knock this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a 1st or 2nd seed come playoff time.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Tunyon's got it on the out route.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A gain of 15.
Rodgers again now.
And Lazard's got it again.
And he goes down, but not before before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Rodgers going to throw. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Packers 21, Lions 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, and discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the route is on here in this first half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And the Lions, 1st down.
On 1st down, Goff escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The 2nd down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Malik Harrison
Gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He finds Watson complete.
The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Packers.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
Oh, good return up past the 30. He's at the 40, 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers.
A.J. Dillon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And 10 yards to go.
Here's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On fourth down, Goff. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you haven't been taught.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing again on second down. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. The final shot before break here. Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson as time expires in the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart.
And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, He wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
56, Lions 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the gun on third down, Goff.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
13 yards on the play.
On first and 10, Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Again, Goff. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they just...
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. Steps away to his left.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and second down. So second and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit.
To throw is Goff. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here. As
he's got a man complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers just continue to roll. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for.
And my goodness, another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
First and goal, Green Bay.
Rodgers now to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Aiden Hutchinson
able to record his 5th sack of the season. He'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Rashawn Gary in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Lions 24.
Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Levi Onwuzurike
coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Tunyon's got it on the out route.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell him, now, boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
Completes it again to Dobbs.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Tyler Beatty
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
We're good. We're good.
3rd and 2. Goff. Williams loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Packers 70, Lions 31.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off. And now here is another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
37.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Rodgers looking to throw. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. They find some open field here. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles. But that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know, it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, it's gone. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To try again after the sack. Goff, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise of futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out.
And that's caught inside the 30. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And
yeah, so that style not for you, but it's for me. Greenfield's finest. Boss. Yeah. DJ Drama. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been tell you the dash all wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, up in the truck and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner a nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo bagging, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years, the vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been take it, a dash all wood. Then payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. And outside there, agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me, you don't round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle, not for you, but it's for me. Bozzy.
I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just stole my identity, and I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany, and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making the verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go, cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just ain't ready to whittle pea. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been take it, a dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
Alright, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready? And you still couldn't do this.
Gangsta Brazil.
First off, let me talk my... Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my... It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm the... I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did this happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like, I'm immune to everybody. This